Hi everyone, welcome back. Today I have a 10-minute yoga stretch for you. So I have put that this is for runners because it is very good for a pre or post run. However, if you just want to get moving and stretch and move the body, then it's a great one for you as well. So we're going to get started in child's pose. So just coming to the back of your mat, just take a moment to get nice and settled, relax the shoulders, and just start to bring your awareness to your breath. So just start to slow the breath down. We're just going to move this into a side stretch. So staying in your child's pose, just walk your hands off the right side of the mat. Let both hips be evenly towards your heels. So it's just opening out the left side of the body a little bit more. Relax the shoulders, let the head be heavy. Melt the chest down. Just taking a few deep breaths here. And then we're going to take that straight over to the other side. So we'll inhale, walk the hands back through center. And as you exhale, walk the hands over to the left. So same thing, just reaching the arms across, relax the shoulders, let the head be heavy, and then keep sinking the hips evenly back to the heels. So you're not lifting the right hip up off the right heel if you can help it. Keep your breath at that steady pace as much as you can. So your inhale should be the same length as your exhales. We're going to make our way back through center from here. So inhale the arms through center. As you exhale, stay in your child's pose. Sweep the arms back behind you and interlace the fingers behind the lower back. Squeeze the palms together and lift the arms up whilst keeping the head down. Hips should still be down towards the heels if you can, so try not to lift the hips. Keep squeezing the palms. As you inhale, see if you can squeeze the palms a little bit more. And as you exhale, see if you can release the hips down to the heels a little bit further. On your next inhale from here, we're going to keep the hands together. Slowly start to lift the head up. So we're coming all the way up to stand up onto the knees. As you exhale, push the hips forward as you roll the shoulders back, maybe take the gaze up. So just as much as is comfortable. Inhale, straighten the spine. And exhale, send the hips back down to the heels, lift the arms up. So you're coming back into that child's pose shoulder stretch. A few times like this with the breath. So inhale, lift up. Exhale, push the hips forward. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, sink down to your child's pose, lift the arms up. Last one of those. Inhale, come all the way up, stand on the knees. Exhale, push the hips forward, open through the chest, roll the shoulders back. Inhale, straighten the spine. And exhale, sink all the way down. This time we're going to inhale, lift the head, come all the way back up to stand onto the knees. As you exhale, bring the hands onto the hips. As you inhale, we're going to extend the right leg off the side of the mat. So toes point forward, outer edge of the foot in line with the long edge of the mat. As you inhale, bring the palms to touch. And as you exhale, your right hand is going to slide down the right leg. Your left arm is going to come up and over for a side stretch. Try and peel back with the left shoulder and really reach through the left fingertips. You're stretching the left side of the body. Inhale, come back through center, bring palms to touch, look up. Exhale, hands come down in front of the chest, bring the hands to the mat and walk them forward so the wrists are underneath the shoulders. Either stay here or slowly start to sink the hips back towards the left heel. Try to keep the whole sole of the right foot down onto the floor. Relax the shoulders, so it's kind of like a child's pose variation. You'll feel a stretch on your inner right thigh. Try not to lean over to one side and don't come all the way back if you're feeling any pressure in the knee or it feels like too strong a stretch. So you can stay up onto the hands into that all fours position if you had enough of a stretch there. Again, you're keeping a steady rhythm of breath. We're going to inhale, look up to the hands, come all the way back up. And as you exhale, just move your right foot to the outer edge of your right hand. So we're coming into our lizard pose. Adjust your left knee back if you need to. Your right knee should be directly above the ankle. And this is just a little stretch for the hips. So try to sink the hips down. You can either stay here or option to soften down onto the forearms. Try to keep your right knee squeezing towards the right side of the body so it's not starting to drift over to the right. The whole sole of your foot stays down onto the mat. With each exhale, see if you can sink the hips a little bit more. Try and relax the shoulders so you're not hunching around the neck. Keep focusing on your breath. See if you can just use this time to soften in a little bit further. If you're on your forearms, slowly come back onto the hands. As you exhale, you're going to bring your right hand onto your right knee. Either stay here or slowly come onto the outer edge of the right foot and just push the right knee away from you. So just getting a gentle opening into the hip, a little bit of a different way. Look back behind you if that feels okay. Just make sure that you're not feeling any twinging in the knee. So if you are, bring the foot back through center. From here, bring the hand back down, sole of the foot comes back down, lift the back knee, and you're going to step your left foot forward to the outer edge of your left hand, come into our yoga squat. So sinking the hips down, you can lift the heels if you want to, otherwise soles of the feet stay down if you can. Fingertips can stay onto the floor or palms come together. If the hands are together, push the outer edges of the elbows into the inner edges of the knees. So you're still opening through the hips. Lift up tall through the crown of the head. And if you want to challenge your balance a little bit, then close your eyes. One more inhale. And then as you exhale, release the hands if they aren't already. Inhale, lift the hips and heel toe the feet together. And exhale down into your forward fold. Just take a few moments to give the head a shake, yes and no. Release any tension around the top of the body. Relax through the shoulders. And then we're going to come up through standing. So as you inhale, sweep the arms all the way up and overhead, bring the palms to touch. And as you exhale, hinge from the hips as you soften forward. As you inhale, we'll slide the palms to the shins, flat back position, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold, plant the palms and step it back to your downward facing dog. Just take a little pedal of the feet, bend through the knees, walk out through the heels. From here, we're going to make our way back to child's pose. So slowly dropping the knees down to the mat, sink the hips all the way back, relax the shoulders. As you inhale, sweep the arms back behind you. So interlace the fingers. This time take the opposite thumb on top. So the opposite interlace that we did before. So it might feel a little bit weird, but it's just opening the shoulders in a different way. Squeeze the palms together so the shoulder blades come together, and we're going to repeat the same flow as we did before. So as you inhale, keep the arms as they are, lift the head up, come up onto the knees. As you exhale, push the hips forward. Inhale, straighten the spine, and exhale, sink all the way down, lifting the arms up. Twice more like this. Inhale, lifting up, straighten the spine. Exhale, roll the shoulders back as you push the hips forward. Inhale, straighten, and exhale, sink back to child's pose. Last one of those. Inhale, coming all the way up. Exhale to your back bend. Inhale, lift up tall, and exhale to child's pose. This time, inhale, come all the way back up to stand onto the knees, release the hands. Exhale, bring the hands to the hips. As you inhale, extend your left leg out to the side. We're going to slide the left hand down the left leg, bring the right arm up and over, so your side stretching to the left side. Roll the right shoulder back so it's in line with the left shoulder, and take the gaze up beyond the right arm. Make sure that your left toes are facing forward towards the front of your mat. Inhale, slowly come back through center. We'll bring the palms to touch, up and overhead. As you exhale, bring the hands down in front of the chest, bring them down to the mat, walk them forward so shoulders are above wrists. Again, option to stay there if it's enough, otherwise start to sink back with the hips towards the right heel. So again, coming into that child's pose variation, as much or as little as feels comfortable on this side. So just see how it feels. Often we have one side which is a little bit tighter than the other, so you might not be able to come back quite as far, or you might come back with a little bit more ease. So just being mindful of how you're feeling in your body as you go through your stretches. Relax the shoulders, let the head be heavy. Take one more round of breath here. And then as you inhale, slowly look up towards the hands, make your way back up if you aren't already. As you exhale, your left foot comes to the outer edge of your left hand, coming into that lizard pose. So again, you can move your right knee back if you have the space. Make sure that your left knee isn't passing the ankle, so it's directly above the ankle. Either stay here or soften down onto forearms. And again, you're squeezing the left knee into the left side of the body. So just notice if you start to come onto the outer edge of your left foot. See if you can bring the knee back through center. Relax the shoulders and keep your gaze slightly forward. So try to avoid dropping the chin to the chest. Each exhale, see if there's space to sink the hips a little bit more. So as much as you can, relaxing into this shape. As crazy as that might sound, I know it's quite strong. Inhale, come back onto the hands if you aren't already. As you exhale, your left hand comes onto your left knee and you're coming onto the outer edge of your foot, if that feels okay, pushing the knee out towards the left side. You may want to look over your left shoulder. Your right hand is strong into the mat, so try not to collapse into the right shoulder. One more inhale. And then exhale, bring the foot down, bring your left hand back down to the floor. We'll lift the back knee and step the right foot to the outer edge of the right hand. Sink the hips down, coming back into that yoga squat. Palms come together or fingertips stay onto the floor. Eyes can be open or closed if you want to practice your balance. Sinking the hips down. Again, just bringing your attention back to your breath. Inhale the same length as your exhale. Take one more inhale here. And then exhale, drop the hands, lift the hips, heel, toe the feet together as you inhale. Exhale, soften down into your fold. Again, you can bend the knees as much as you need to in your forward fold. Inhale, come up through standing, sweep the arms up high. And then exhale, folding back down. Inhale, slide the palms to the shins, flat back. Exhale, fold, plant the palms and step it back to your downward facing dog. Again, just take a few small movements here. And then drop the knees, sink back to the heels, coming into your child's pose. So that's it, guys. That was your full body yoga stretch. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you have a lovely rest of your day.